Join me as I make vegan Mapo tofu and I find a Gewurztraminer to pair with it. So as I mentioned, I'm making vegan Mapo tofu, but just because it's vegan doesn't mean that it lacks flavor. As you can see, I got plenty going on here, and I'm gonna start with my shiitake mushrooms. I need to get these chopped up. All right, I got my mushrooms chopped up. I'm gonna cut my tofu into cubes. Now bear with me on this. Sometimes I can get them into perfect cubes. Sometimes I'm a little off. Let's see. I think I did okay. So I'm just gonna place these in the bowl and set them aside. All right, got the mushrooms and tofu ready. Let's start building the sauce. First thing I have here is some vegetable stock. I've got some spicy bean paste. And I've got some tomato paste. Get that mixed together. I'm gonna add my mushrooms to this. Get that mixed together. Moving right along, I'm gonna add my chili oil to the pan. Pan's already good and hot. I'm gonna add my garlic. I've got the white parts of the green onions. Fermented black beans. And chili crisp. If you're enjoying the video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. So you want to saute this until the garlic softens and becomes extremely aromatic. Everything that I got in here, everything is individually an aromatic in and of itself. I'm gonna add in my mushroom mixture. I've got some mushroom powder. And I'm gonna add a beer. I want to bring this to a nice steady simmer, and I'm going to simmer this for an hour. So I moved the Mapo tofu sauce to the stove so that we could have a little room to talk about the wines. I'm pairing the Mapo tofu with a Gewurztraminer. I've got 3 Gewurztraminers here, and I wanted to kind of see what the difference was in each of them because they're all from somewhere different. I've got the Banyan Gewürztraminer, it's a 2022, and this is from Monterey County. I've got the Be Lovely Gewurztraminer. This is from Washington State, 2022 as well. And I've got the Cotsbrook Gewurztraminer. This is from New Zealand. So I kind of want to go through them and see what the difference is in each of them and see how each one of them pairs with the Mapo tofu. So let's start with the New Zealand Gewurztraminer from Cotsbrook. Really light in color. Tropical on the nose. I'm also getting some grapefruit. Let's give it a taste. So this one, I would call this off dry. This is not, there's a slight sweetness, but it's drier than it is sweet. I haven't had very many Gewurztraminers. I've had a few over time. I've never tasted one as dry as this. Every Gewurztraminer that I've ever had was really sweet. So this is reminiscent of a Riesling almost. If I close my eyes and you poured it for me and you didn't tell me what it was, I might think that it was a Riesling. That would be my first guess. Medium bodied on the palate, really nice tongue coater, nice mouthfeel. That's delicious. All right. Let's try the Be Lovely. I'm gonna cleanse my glass a little bit here. Oh. That one's very light in color as well, just a hint of color. A little more subdued on the nose than this one is. This one's a lot more expressive. This one's somewhat shy. It smells sweet. I'm getting citrus fruit. I'm getting a little slight hint of orange. It's really, really subdued. I'm having a hard time getting anything on the nose. Let's taste it. Huge difference. Full-bodied on the palate. This is sweet. Much sweeter than this. This is wow, that's like a peach tart. It's like a peach dessert. There's a lot of peach on the palate. It's really, really a tongue coater. Like I said, it's full bodied, it's thick. It is really viscous. That's almost like dessert in the glass there. That's pretty sweet. It's good. All right, let's check the last Gewurztraminer we have here. And this one is the Banyan, and this is from Monterey County. Let's get this glass cleaned up. I keep splashing it all over the place. First of all, it's clear. It might be even a little clearer than the other two. This is a little closer to water than the other two. Subdued on the nose. It's tight on the nose, not a lot, not really expressive on the nose. And it's medium body plus, so kind of nearly full body, but when I said earlier, when I didn't expect the Gewurztraminer to have high acidity, this has high acidity. And it's off dry, and it's actually a little drier than the New Zealand Gewurztraminer. wow, that's different to have such body, to be medium bodied like that, but to also at the same time have high acidity, not be so sweet. This is wow, it's got a really bright, expressive acidity. Yeah, I can't put my finger on it, but really a really nice bright punch of acidity, not sweet at all. Yeah, this is really dry. I'm intrigued. I have no idea what's gonna pair. Let's give it a shot and see. My Mapo tofu sauce is done. I'm ready to go ahead and get my tofu in the sauce. I've got some water boiling here. I'm gonna blanch my tofu for about a minute or so. All right, I'm gonna pull the tofu out. To my tofu sauce, I'm gonna add my blanched tofu. Give that a good stir. Make sure the tofu is nice and coated. I'm gonna allow this to simmer for about 5 minutes or so. My Mapo tofu has simmered for about 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna turn off the heat and I'm gonna garnish it with some green onions. My Mapo tofu is done. I've got a little bit of rice to have with it. I'm ready to taste. This sauce, the flavor is so intense. So there's a little bit of spiciness, a little tingle on the tongue, but it's not one of those overbearing, stupid types of hot. There's a deep, flavorful heat. It's not overbearingly hot either. I mean, it's just a nice, perfect amount of spice. It's not, again, it's not overbearingly hot. Just really flavorful and meaty heat. And remember, this is vegan, but there's a meaty, rich heat. Really good flavor. Don't need any. I've got my soy sauce here, just in case I needed a little salt, a little help. Don't need any. None. The first wine I'm gonna try is the Gewurztraminer from New Zealand. I've already got them poured up. Ooh, that's delightful. That is delightful. So what happens with this pairing is immediately this becomes a fruit bomb. So I'm getting raspberries. So when I initially tasted it, I didn't mention anything about raspberry to you, but I'm getting raspberry on the palate. It is a magical pairing. That is delightful. And these pairings are typically really a challenge. A couple of reasons. First, it's Asian, and the array of flavors make it a challenge. B, it's hot or spicy. And C, it's vegan. So usually, if you've got some sort of meat in it, it's really easy to pair something to beef or pork or chicken or salmon or some sort of a protein in that way. But it's much more of a challenge when you've got a blank canvas that is tofu that you've got to kind of impart some flavor and get some things going on, that's a challenge. So this one pairs. Let's try, we've got the Be Lovely from Washington State. Fantastic name for a wine, right? Be Lovely. Let's see. That's good in a different way. Now remember, the Be Lovely was the one Gewurztraminer that was sweet. That's good in a different way, but I think it's a little too sweet for this dish. It's good, but a little bit too sweet. Last but not least, we got the Banyan. This is from Monterey County. That's pretty good. Wow, okay. So definitely not the Be Lovely from Washington State. I gotta double check. These are both good. I just don't know which one, so I need to double check. I need to double check. Ooh, I think I like the Monterey County, the Banyan. Wow, it just really, they're both good. You can't go wrong with either of these wines. I tend to probably lean to Banyan a little bit more because I'm a huge fan of Monterey. I've got, you know, my heart is in Monterey, you know. So I would probably be a little bit biased, but you can't go wrong with either of these wines. And the Be Lovely from Washington State is a good sweet Gewurztraminer if you were eating it with something or drinking it with something else. I just didn't think it paired with this one. I'm Chef Glenn B, and as always, eat well.